Hello, glorious souls. Welcome to your Soul Service Astrology update, commencing the 19th of September, 2022. Yay, it's my birthday week. It's my birthday weekend as I'm recording this. Virgo, sun is go. And we're going to have the Virgo sun for a very long time. So I will talk to you about all the aspects coming up into the week of the 19th of September. But hello, if this is the first time that you've caught me, welcome. I talk about 13 sign sidereal astrology, which is astrology that matches astronomy. I think that's really important for us to come back into an interconnection with our environment, because we are part of our environment is part of us. If we're not looking at the sky, if we're not looking at our seasons where we are on this glorious planet, then how do we expect to come back into connection with it? So that's 13 sign sidereal. Let's step in to this week's, the 19th of September, this week's astrology as I share my screen. Is it going to play? It's not going to play. Let's try that share again, shall we? There we go. So that's Monday, the 19th of September. And I'll just talk about the main astrological aspect that presents an opportunity for you to step into the energy that's available. So we have Pluto in Sagittarius retrograde and it's trine the sun in Virgo. So let's feel into the energy that Pluto offers. Pluto offers quite a destructive energy. It offers uncontrollability. It offers annihilation. And in Sagittarius, it wants to express in a very liberatory way. It wants to shapeshift. It wants to explore beyond the known. And it might do that in a really maybe annihilating way so that we can get closer and closer to faith, our ideals, our beliefs, our core beliefs, shedding layers of ego. Now, when this energy is trine the sun, it presents ease and flow. So even though what I've just described may sound really chaotic and not pleasant, one constant life presents us is change, and Pluto offers us that opportunity to step into it. So what if over the next few days, as this aspect plays out, what if is a great question that Pluto in Sagittarius would ask. What if I could step into change easily? What if change could serve me, my health, my wellness, and my contribution to the greater whole? So that's what the trine to the sun, the opportunity, presents us on Monday the 19th of September. My favorite day, because it's my birthday. Happy birthday me. And happy birthday to all the other Virgos, because there are a lot of Virgos. They may not necessarily know they're a Virgo though. All right, 20th of September. So the Pluto trine is still there. The Pluto trine with the sun is still there. But on top of that, we have Uranus trine Venus. So this is really a quite strong energy. It's very fiery. So there's this fire inside you. If someone was to ask you what really lights you up, what burns the flame inside you, what really gets you annoyed with the system, with the collective, what things do you really want to change? That's Uranus energy sitting in and it's sort of burning a fire. I call that our sacred flame. And it really gives us confidence that the energy moves up into our heart. Leo is our heart energy. Venus, it flows up from our sacral center into our heart. So there's this wonderful opportunity with the trine to start to express your true desires, to start to express your true creativity and the true changes that you want to bring out. Now, it takes courage. Leo is all about courage. And it also takes some warrior-like skills, which is very Aries. You might feel a little bit rebellious. So the question to ask yourself on Tuesday, the 20th of September is, What changes do I wish to be and see? And how can I authentically express this and share this through my desires and connections with others? It might be conversations that you need to have because your values aren't aligned with people that are in your world. And I'll leave that description right there. So that's Tuesday the 20th. Let's check out Wednesday the 21st, and this would be for Thursday the 22nd as well. Neptune is opposite Venus in Virgo, although it's not showing up. Why is it not showing up? Oh, because it comes in on the 22nd, I see. So the Neptune opposite Venus comes in on the 22nd, which is the Thursday. So Neptune energy is quite unexplainable. Sometimes I can't explain words to you what Neptune energy is. Neptune is everything. Neptune is like our soul star energy center, which rests outside us. Neptune is like consciousness. Neptune is like, represents the cosmos. It's that connection to the mystical element and our subtle senses, the senses that haven't really been given a lot of privilege since the Roman Empire decided to colonize a big chunk of the world and patriarchy took over. A lot of the spiritual practices, which really relied on intuition and subtle senses, were relegated to shadow. And I feel with this opposition here with Venus, it's really an opportunity for our body. We feel with our body, and that's a sense. Gut feeling, butterflies, you had a sinking sensation. If all those feelings aren't valid because they don't come from the mind, well, I'm pretty sure we've all had those moments where we're like, really wish I'd listened to what I felt. I really wish I listened to the vibe. So with this opportunity that arises Wednesday, Thursday, it's an opportunity for you to listen deeply to your body and the courage to listen deeply to your body. And that's where you find that harmony with the opposition. You either go all one way and you're only listening to your intuition and trying to receive messages and visions and channel things without using the body, because all intuition will flow through the nervous system and it's got to flow through the body so that you can feel it and interpret it and sense it, or you start to feel it, interpret it, and sense it. So where can you find a better harmony between accessing consciousness and allowing your body to be a conduit for that? Where do you need to step more into the courage to allow your body to be the messenger for you? So that's Wednesday, Thursday. And then Friday, we step into balsamic moon energy. So we're getting closer to the Virgo new moon, which occurs next week. I really love balsamic moon time, and it's great that it's coming up on a Friday and a weekend because it, again, presents an opportunity. I say that a lot because I want people to really connect with a new way of using astrology. It's not the old way that astrology is going to tell me how I feel, but astrology presents an opportunity. So with this balsamic moon energy, it's an opportunity to review the lunar month that we've just been through, the Leo lunar month. Did you set some intentions at the beginning of the lunar month? How are they going? Checking on your creativity, checking in on your heart, checking in on your expression and your courage, checking in on how you feel. Where can you be more heart-led? Where can you be more courageous? And as we lead into the new moon, sometimes in that balsamic moon phase, there's shedding and releasing and letting go before the new moon comes in. So there's some opportunities for you to step into over the weekend. But of course, there's some more. Venus enters Virgo. So we start to have a lot more Virgo energy. So our body, our regenerative ability, and our connective ability. And I'm just going to go a step back because on the 23rd of September This is the autumn equinox if you're in the northern hemisphere, and it's the spring equinox if you're in the southern hemisphere. So feel into the season which you're in. If you are in the northern hemisphere, you're stepping into the season of rot because you've had the season of growth, which was high summer, and then you've had a season of consolidation, and now it's time to sort of rot and take a break and an energetic break, and really think about what's going into the compost heap, what needs to go, what changes you need to make, sort of nothing new. Whereas on the other side of the planet, in the southern hemisphere, depending on where you are, I really want you to tap into your own season, because the seasons aren't necessarily always governed by the solar season. They're governed by also our placement around the earth. So tap into what's happening to the season around you. And of course, a layer on top of that is that we're dealing with a changed climate. So our seasons are changing. So I can give you a really broad idea of what a solar season might bring. However, if you really want to go in the nitty-gritty of a seasonal energy, tap into what you can see, feel, hear, and know within your local environment, within the season that you are now going to be immersed in for the next 13 weeks. So in the southern hemisphere, we're really stepping into growth, and I can feel that energy. We're stepping out of the regenerative phase, like things were rotted back earlier this year. We've put things in the compost heap, and now things are growing where we've put our compost. You know, if you do garden and you use compost, you'll know that you tend to find that you get bonus plants out of your compost. So what bonus plants are growing out of your compost, your energetic compost, that you're starting and willing and ready to grow now? So that's a seasonal overlay. And if we look at Venus stepping into Virgo, Venus is our regenerative ability and our connective ability. So if you're in the northern hemisphere, you're probably shifting more into the rot phase of Venus, where we slow down. It's like in Anna descending into the underworld to meet Hades. In an attempt to rescue her sister, she has to remove 7 layers of ego to basically be declared dead by the time she gets to the underworld. So the archetypal meaning behind that is that in the northern hemisphere, with the season of rot, is that you're shedding the layers, you're removing the veils, like this, the dance of the 7 veils. You're removing the 7 veils to your soul, to go to the core, and so that then the season after that, the regenerative season, which the southern hemisphere is just finished, and now what we're doing is we're doing the other part of Venus. Venus is getting ready to come out. She's about ready to step out back into the human world, not the underworld, the external world. And she's ready to connect. And I say she because this is a feminine energy, and we all have the feminine energy, no matter what gender we identify with. So the southern hemisphere is getting ready to grow and flourish and bloom and take those regenerative abilities that we've done to start to connect outwards in relation to our health and our wellness, but also in a broader sense, community, contribution, service. Whereas those that are in the northern hemisphere are going inwards. They're going to shed, release, rot, connect inwards, serve yourself first. So that's really how the seasonal energy with this incoming Virgo feels to me, and that how each different hemisphere might feel it. Certainly do not let any of that take away from what you're experiencing within your immediate environment and your connection to the environment and your connection to the animals, the plants, the viruses, the fungi, the weather systems, all those things. And the moon, of course, the phases of the moon, they can inform how you want to amplify, rot, consolidate, grow, regenerate, compost. So listen and feel and see into what is calling you to listen, feel, see, hear, and know. it was hot. So then on Saturday and Sunday, the 24th, I've spoken about Venus entering Virgo, but we also have Pluto is trine Venus. So everything that I just said still holds true. There's really an opportunity to shed layers and connect, southern hemisphere, northern hemisphere, shed layers and connect internally. So Venus has this dualistic aspect to her. You regenerate inwards, you rot inwards, you take some time to restore your energetic cup, very Virgo. Now, southern hemisphere, okay, we've cleared out, we've transformed, we've shape-shifted. Now we're ready to connect, service with others. We've filled our buckets. Now, because Mercury is still retrograde, what I would encourage you to do is not take on too much. Just stay where you feel comfortable, because the world is changing in a multitude of ways, and there's a lot of change that is beyond our control. Hello, Pluto. So just take the steps that allow you to feel comfortable in the backdrop to that weather. Small steps still count towards the changes that you wish to be and see in your life. So that is the astrology for the week of the 19th of September. I hope you've enjoyed that. Please hit subscribe. Please leave me a comment if you have a question. If you would like to dive deeper into soul service astrology, I have a membership group called Eco Alchemy. You can go and check it out at ecoalchemy.org. Each month, we get to spend 2 live sessions together now, not just 1, 2. So we have a new moon circle, and around the full moon, we'll also have a yoga session. So we have the energetic embodiment and we have the bodily embodiment. So we're not leaving any stone unturned, because of course, for us to embrace our fullness and our consciousness, we also need to be taking care of our body as well. And that's why I've added the yoga session. Additionally, each week you get detailed written information that I've just explained here, but it's different to what I say here, to what I write. And that's a great reference if you're short on time and you just want to check in what opportunities are presented on any particular day, and use that as part of your devotional work to elevate your mystical intelligence and to tap and step more into your consciousness, and to just have a much more beautiful, easy life. So that's it from me. I will provide the details for ecoalchemy.org down below, and have a glorious week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.